Hello, hello, everybody. I have Blizzb3ar, the iconic Blizzb3ar, with me. I know you are all jealous. I know you wish you could talk with him too right now. I know it. I know it. But it's a special day for me, okay? I'm speaking with him today, and it's Pride Month. It is all about uplifting and elevating queer voices, especially Black queer voices. Thank you, Bliss, so much for joining me today. How are you?
First and foremost, thank you so much for having me. I'm doing good. It is just it's a good day today. I'm feeling good. The vibes are out there. And yeah,
Immaculate.
immaculate vibes.
Yes, and you look great. It's
Thank
it's
you.
really the beanie for me. It's the
It's the
beanie,
beanie, the like
the
shirt.
Logitech headset, the shirt.
You
It's
know,
given. It's given,
yeah.
Bliss. You you delivered. I love it.
I
See,
tried
that's
today.
why I put on the pretty wig for you because I knew you were gonna give.
Look, we're giving, and that we're giving in this interview today.
Exactly, exactly. But everybody, if you don't know who I am Miss Ash Rocks. I am Tiltify's community manager. I get to basically chat with awesome creators like Blizz and uplifting our charities on our channel, our Twitch channel, and so much more to my job that I love. But right now, we're chatting with Blizz and we're going to ask Blizz a little bit about his content creation journey. And please verify your pronouns with us as well, Blizz, and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh gosh. Okay. So my name is Blizzb3ar with a three instead of an E. My pronouns are he, him. I am a variety content creator that focuses on creating a safe space for queer folk and BIPOC. Um, a lot of my content, when I say variety, it's so different. I am a gaming streamer. I love playing a lot of chill games like Stardew Valley. I do a lot of Among Us streams lately, Subnautica, and I'm completely forgetting every other game, but I just played a Pico, which is a beekeeping game, and it was so nice.
Oh,
And then I do a lot of just chatting content, and then this is where it changes a little bit. I'm a Lego building streamer, and I'm also a true crime streamer. So I tend to do a lot of things here on Twitch, and it's a lot of fun. Um, and then, oh God, I got to talk about my content journey.
yeah.
Ash,
From a little bit from the
okay.
start to now, just a little bit.
So, starting June 10th, I will be celebrating my 2 years streaming on Twitch.
Only 2 years?
2 years streaming on Twitch.
Wow.
So it's my content journey has been wild. So I guess I can explain where I started. So I started back in the old app of Tumblr, and moved
Oh.
over. Yeah. I was a Tumblr kid. And then moved on over to Twitter, started getting a like following on Twitter, and decided to start Twitch streaming. I knew nothing about Twitch streaming, but I did have an Xbox One, and there was the Twitch app on the Xbox, and I just started playing Stardew Valley and Dead by Daylight on the Xbox, no cam, had a headset mic that was not the best mic, probably the cheapest Turtle Beach I could find, and I just started making content, and a lot of my friends would watch me because it was during pandemic times. Like I am a product of the pandemic, and this was like kind of a way for all of us to hang out, was through watching my streams and all being in one space to just kind of chat and talk about games or even game with each other. And then it slowly started building a community, like the Stardew Valley community. Let me tell you, they are the sweetest people that I have ever met. But they started being interested in my streams, and um, I ended up getting enough money to actually buy a PC in August 2020. Then I ended up doing PC gaming, got a webcam like somewhere between that, and it wasn't the best webcam whatsoever. But it's not even it's not the equipment that matters; it's the quality of the content
Exactly.
that matters. So,
Exactly.
but then that turned into something kind of magical. I was working for the government at the time, and I realized that my mental health wasn't the best place when working with them. And I found myself in a better spot, in a better mental headspace streaming on Twitch. So in February 2nd, 2021, I decided to quit my government job. And then February 5th, 2021, 3 days later, I got an email saying, "Congratulations, you are a Twitch partner." So it kind of felt like I closed one door and another door opened. And it was really awesome, honestly, because I felt like I was getting recognized by Twitch because, and the reason I say that, I never applied for partner. This was something that they were like, "We see what you're doing and how you're growing, and we want to offer this opportunity to you if you are down." And I was like, "Uh, yes, I'm down." I was gonna apply in like 2 days because I had like the metrics, but I was like, "I'm down. Yeah, this would be great." So, and that happened in February 2021. It's been a roller coaster since, honestly.
Wow, I did not know you've only been streaming for 2 years,
Yeah,
and you
2 years.
are so successful. Um, you
Thank you.
literally know how to cultivate a community. And like you said, you were a Tumblr kid, you had a Twitter following, and you moved that right on over to Twitch, and you are growing more and more by the day, which is amazing. And you should recognize that and be proud of yourself.
Yes, I
And
am proud of myself.
you better. You never, I don't want to hear otherwise. Okay.
I
You can
actually had to
have
go to
your bad
therapy for
days.
it. I had to go to therapy because I was not allowing myself to process all
Hello.
the good things that I was doing,
Hello.
and my therapist said, "I need you to stop and look at all the cool things you're doing and accept it." And I'm like, "Okay."
You are the bi dad that we need, Blizz.
Look, I try.
Blizz is known as the bi dad, the bisexual dad. So that he's not even known as Blizzb3ar. He's bi dad at this point. He needs to rebrand. Might as well.
I mean, the thing is, like, because a lot of the times people are like, "I just need that supportive energy of someone being there for me and telling me that, like, I'm valid in my identity, whether it's queerness or like just any form of, or any marginalized group. Like, I just need validation or affirmation in my identity." And I'm like, "Oh, I could do that. I volunteer. I don't mind," because that's the type of role and type of energy I had, or I wish I had when I was like 16, because I didn't have that. So I became that.
And what steps did you take to become that with your community?
Look, the Blizzbees are a wild bunch. I always yell at them. They say I bully them, and I really don't, but it's whatever. Um, the steps, I kinda thought about what I wanted in a community. So the reason I started Twitch streaming, the world was literally on fire, and
Yeah.
I needed a space to kind of escape. And then also at the time, I was, um not as confidently a black bisexual male, because I was in the area that didn't really understand my experiences. So I went to online to see if there were other people who um, felt the same way I felt or experienced things the same way I experienced it. And I did. I found a bunch of community members who were like, "Oh my God, it's really good to see like another black bi individual on the internet." And I'm like, "Hi, this is great. Can we talk?" And like people wanting to just have that conversation. And then also thinking, when it comes to community, one of the big things I care about is transparency. And I care about validating each other's experiences, respecting each other, and learning together. And there's been so much learning I've done in the 2 years of doing content creation, whether it is dealing with my own identity or other people's identities, like taking time during stream to be like, "That's so interesting that you said that. Can we talk about it a little bit more? Can we all learn together? Can we talk about like your experience? Because your experience might also be something that someone else is also experiencing." So it's cool conversation. And the big thing, I talked about transparency earlier. Big thing about transparency as a content creator, a lot of the times people forget that we are human and we can't be 100% of the time. That is so exhausting. Oh my God. I keep imagining every time I say this, I keep imagining being 100% of the time. And I am tired right now thinking of that.
Me too.
But I'm like, "Oh my god." But there are days where I walk into my stream and I'm like, "Chat, I'll be honest, I'm at 60% today of energy." And chat's like, "Cool. If you ever need to take a break or like take a step back, we're here for you." And then like and then the stream, I'm like, "Okay, I think I'm at like 90 now because y'all literally just kind of made my day with all these jokes and all this fun." So building a community was like 100% hard, but I think, and I truly believe in, if you are sending out a certain type of energy, you'll get that energy in return. Um,
Yeah.
call me a Pisces or whatever, but, like, that's that's what I believe in, and I feel like I've been putting out the energy that I want, in my community, and it's kinda nice to see the results being exactly what I put out into the universe.
Gosh, and that's really rare. I think a lot of people struggle with that at the beginning of content creation. Like, how do I want to be? Especially when you watch other streamers, you're like, wow, people love their stream. I should act like them. I should stream this
Yeah.
game. I should do things this way.
Do you know
I
the
think I
first Twitch
struggle.
streamer I've ever watched?
Me?
No, but you know this person.
Wait. Oh, who?
Oh, uh, Data Dave was the first Twitch streamer I've ever watched,
Ah,
and I thought, like, literally is, an amazing individual because you get to see Black queerness, and I didn't get to see that on
yes.
Twitch a lot of the times, so I was like,
Yes.
"Oh, this is an amazing community," and I would, like, lurk in all of his stuff, and then when I started Twitch streaming, like, Data Dave, I would look at Data Dave's community and be like, "Okay, cool. Data Dave's doing so much cool things. This is so awesome." So, yeah.
Sorry. I thought you meant you were the first streamer I watched. I was like, huh? What?
No, but I
I thought
did
that's what you
find
said,
out
but
about you
no.
through Data
Yes.
Dave.
Yes. And oh my gosh, I gotta shout out Dave because no, for real, he is fantastic. He is smart. Oh my gosh, and he's so entertaining. And I remember when he came out 2 years ago too. I was like, oh my gosh, Dave, I love you even more. Stop it. Like he's so talented, great host, great voice. Something about his voice. It's just like
It's
buttery, silky, smooth.
comforting.
I'm like, Dave, read me to
And then
sleep or something.
meeting in person, I was like, "Oh, okay. Hi. You're really cool. Sorry to be weird about it. You're just really cool." And it actually influenced me to start shoutcasting, and I've been, like, asking for opportunities of shoutcasting now and being like, "If anyone
Yes.
needs me, I can do it."
Yes.
Because literally Data Dave, Milady Confetti just literally sat me down, was like, "You can do it. Just, like, put the opportunity out there on the internet and see what happens." And I'm like, "Cool, okay."
Yeah. Honestly, shoutcasting and hosting, you make it you. It's you.
Yes. Yes.
You put your personality into interviewing others, bringing people on stage. You make it your own. You don't need to follow a certain path other than, of course, being professional, but
Yeah.
you make it your own and you have fun. So, yes, Blizz, I better be seeing you doing some more of that this year, or
Yes.
I'm gonna get on you. I
Yes.
will be the
Please,
third
literally
person.
yell at
You don't
me.
want
Yell
that. You don't want that smoke, okay? I'll do it.
at me.
But I I love that you took the time to find out what you wanted in a community and you are doing that. Again,
Yeah.
like I said earlier, it's hard for streamers to do that because even me, I was I was like, I can't curse. People won't watch me if I curse. I said, okay, Ash, you're really limiting yourself here. I'm like, gosh darn it, dude. Oh man. That was me.
Actually, I hate that. Actually, I hate that for you. Oh, I hate that for you. I
That was me at the beginning of content creation. I was not truly myself. Yes, I
yeah.
have a potty mouth. I do. I didn't start cursing until I was 21, believe it or not. I was scared too. And I finally just broke out of my shell. I can now drink and curse. I I said,
Yeah,
I'm
look.
gonna be me. And it's gonna, I'm very expressive with words. So I didn't want to hold myself back. And that's what
Yeah.
made people laugh and people clip me all the dang time. So I'm not saying that's what cultivated my community, but kinda. Being
Hon
more of myself is number one. That's number one. If I can give any advice, be yourself. You do not need to don't pretend to be anybody. Don't be like, "Oh, I need to be, children friendly to be successful." No, you don't. You if
Oh,
you
no. You do
if
not.
you do choose to do that and it is working for you and you enjoy that, then okay.
Yeah.
So many of our creative friends, Sam, everybody, they're wonderful. They have family friendly streams. So and they're doing great and they enjoy it and have children of their own so their children can be involved with their content.
Yeah.
So, boom. I don't have children of my own and I just opened up after I
I got 2
started.
cats. I got 2 cats.
You so you do have kids. You do have
Yeah,
kids.
and
Okay.
also my community are technically my kids.
Yeah.
I am the bi dad, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're like, "Ash, what should I do?" They're always asking me for advice or something. I'm like, "Am I your mother?" "Yes." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. I got you. What advice you need?" But Blizz, shout out to you and your community. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like every time I see you on stream, I'm like, "Wow, he is authentically himself."
Yeah.
And even the memes you have on Twitter, I'm like, "Wow, it
Yeah.
just never stops." I love it.
Stop.
You falling out of your chair will never not make me laugh.
The fact that Twitch Gaming put that as a highlight, I was like, "What are y'all doing? Y'all set me up for failure. I wanna speak to a manager 'cause, what are y'all doing?" Everyone else had fun little video game things, and then the last
Yeah,
clip of me falling out of my chair,
because that's literally your content.
I was like,
They knew
y'all
what they were
just
doing.
y'all threw shade. Hold on."
Yeah, Twitch gaming. Yep, yep. But yes, keep doing the amazing things you're doing, and I'm so happy to know you, and I'm glad that you also took the time to visit therapy and
Yeah,
work on yourself, work on your mental health. That is super important, especially as a Black queer individual
yeah.
within our own, within the Black community. It's just like they always say Black people don't need therapy. You don't need therapy. Don't talk to anybody. Your mental
There's
health doesn't matter. But
there's too much systemic just
yes,
situations that I truly believe a lot of Black individuals need to go to therapy just to process a lot of things that we don't even know that's affecting us in the world right now.
yes,
Um,
all the trauma we have
all the
every
trauma.
day,
And
every
I'm like,
day.
it makes sense. I come from like a super religious background, and my parents were not about therapy. So like now that I'm on my own, I'm like I want to get into therapy because I want to process some of these things, and I have a hard time processing. So therapy has just been really nice for me to get to understand more about myself and
Yeah.
who I am, how and why I react how I react to certain situations. I'm a very logical person. So like being able to actually map out when this happened, I was angry because of this and being able to communicate it, the hottest thing ever.
Oh my gosh. And I can relate to that because it's yeah, my therapist wanted to say it was overthinking. But I'm like, no, it's just logical thinking. Like I
Yeah,
know what happened with this event and I know what could happen with this event. Um I guess it kind of is overthinking, but yeah, I get it
it
from my
is,
mom.
but
We
it's the way
literally think
you
about
process.
every single event and how it can happen or how it can start or end in like 50 different ways.
Ash, are you an event planner? Because that just sounds like you're an event planner. I'll be honest, 'cause I'm the same way. I sit here, I'm like, I could plan a wedding. When I get married, I'm gonna be the groomzilla, and I know that because
Yeah.
I can plan everything. But it just sounds like you like event planning and you just like to know, okay, if this happens, I already have a backup plan. Like, I like that. I don't know, I like that.
It's not bad, but
It's
it
not.
can be bad for some events that happen in your life.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes you just need to let it go, let it breeze through. And
Yeah.
if things happen, you learn from your mistakes and then you do better next time and it's okay. But I still do it.
You have to let spontaneity come in, here and there.
And
Yeah.
exactly. And I don't think it's a bad trait
No.
to have. Again, because you never know what may happen, but I already thought of it and how I could prevent it. So
Yeah.
it's okay. I don't do it all the time, but when I need to, it's needed. Trust
Mhm.
me. But we chatted about community. We chatted about your content creation journey. Let's chat about fundraising for queer
Yeah.
organizations. What are some of your favorite queer organizations on the Tiltify platform?
First and foremost, I wanna say Tiltify. I trust Tiltify with all my fundraising stuff, and I cannot express this enough because y'all have made it so easy for things to get set up, like overlay wise, and like the just coding everything and just it's beautiful. So thank you, Tiltify, first and foremost. Y'all are amazing. I will vouch y'all forever. But one of my favorite queer organizations, which I've actually done one-on-one work with, is Outright Action International that provides support for queer individuals, whether it is legal support or just like funds in general. It's just really nice. I actually had them come on my stream for a front page stream to just have a conversation about the organization and then play some Jackbox with us because my community.
Oh,
What I hated though, my community was like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome," and then they were like, wait, but the spokesperson for Outright Action International is a baddie, and I was like, "Y'all," I was like, "We are here for
oh,
charity. We're here for charity." They were like, "Okay,
what
yeah,
did they
we're here for charity."
say?
They were like, "Did you just invite someone who was drop dead gorgeous to the like interview or something?" And I was like, "What is going on? Everyone, calm down." But Outright Action International, they just are an amazing organization. I've worked with them, I wanna say 4 times now, just raising funds. I started working with them before, like, pre-partner stuff,
Mhm.
like, right after affiliate was the first time I've ever done, fundraising with them, and they've been literally just so consistent in contacting, and I feel, like, super comfortable. I've done work with, Trans Lifeline as well, which is so amazing and so important, and you just always see their links just going out, like, all throughout the year because it's important, and I
Yeah.
truly believe in supporting, marginalized groups, like, within and outside their months that they're supposed to be celebrated. Like, for example, you should be supporting Black voices 365 days out of the year, not just in February, which is the shortest month. Um, and also like celebrating queer voices, not just in June because it's Pride Month, but like at
Yep.
all times because it does come off as performative if that's the only thing that you are doing. So like having the opportunity to fundraise all these like different times and fundraise throughout like my Twitch career. I think we're like over 26,000 raised like last year, I think. Which was really cool because I've never raised that much money. That's a lot of money. That was my tuition. That was my tuition in college. Like,
Same,
that's a lot of money.
same.
Y'all.
Mhm.
Like being able to raise money for just change is so cool. And like it's to the like cent to the cent of like a penny can cause a change. And that's why I tell my community, I was like, even if it's like a cent, it is still helpful. And I am so thankful that you want to see a change in the world. And that's so cool. My community gets it. They're down the vibe.
And how do you pretty much express your passion for the causes that you support? And how do you rally your community to want to support it too?
um, I think that's a hard one because I think it just happens naturally. If you're passionate about something and passionate about like uplifting voices, it just comes naturally to you sometimes. Or maybe you just practice it so much that it's now natural type of thing. Because I started fundraise streaming early, now I'm just like, oh, it's just normal. I know what to set up everything and like let's get into it. Things that can help like get your community involved in the charity stream, doing milestones, doing incentives. That's super helpful. And people are like, ooh, I could potentially like win a shirt. Cool. Like, yeah, let's donate. It's for a good cause anyway. And like, oh, I could potentially be in a raffle for this and this. But for the
Yeah.
most part, a lot of people are very interested in wanting to cause a difference in this world. I remember doing a charity for what is it called? It's Black Girls Code.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
And having a couple of my community members being like, "I want you to know, like, I am actually someone who works with Black Girls Code, and, like, they've changed my life, especially as a Black woman in STEM." And I'm like, Wait, this is so cool. Now we can like, I'll literally stop the game to be like, "Oh, wait, okay, wait, talk about that." Like, are you how was it? Did you enjoy like, are they a great organization? And, like, they're like, "Yeah, no, they changed my life, and they've, like, given me voice in the field that I work in now," which is, like, so nice. So, like, being able to real time see that change is just super nice.
Oh, see, again, this goes back to you cultivating your community and building a community that you want because they already know what you're passionate about. Anything that's for uplifting marginalized communities, boom, they're going to support that.
Yeah.
And you made that a staple in your community.
Mhm.
Boom. That's perfect and that's that's probably some good advice for people that are listening. Honestly, um, whatever you're passionate about, make that known in your community and make that a part of your content, I think, and a
Yeah.
part of your discussions with your community actively. You know, I think it's very important to do that, especially for marginalized groups on the Twitch platform, especially if they are your creator friends too,
Yeah.
especially if you see their trauma only being supported. Remind your community, hey, don't only do that when they have some trauma going on.
Yeah. Just so
We
you
talk about it
know, like,
all the time.
there is black joy exists. It's not just black
Oh,
trauma. So you can
I
support
promise
and
you, it's
elevate
better
that
than our
joy.
trauma. It's way
Yeah,
better than our trauma.
yeah, so, like, just by the
Talented.
way.
Yeah, we're talented, we're loving, we're here, we
Mhm.
exist to do the best we can
Yeah,
throughout everything, honestly. So why not support that? Why not? Um, it's a discussion that I want to have eventually with some of my creator friends that have privilege in many different categories.
yeah,
Like, you have these discussions with your community ever? Because we are friends. Do you
yeah,
see what's happening to my community? You
yeah,
just brush it off? Do you have discussions about it at all? Do you educate your community or do you just be that stream to escape from reality and human rights?
yeah. Because
I want to have that discussion.
there's
Yeah.
a difference because, like, I consider myself a community that I escape to and, like, escape the world, like, the fire of the world, but at the end of the day, you also kinda have to address these facts, especially if it's happening within your community too, and
Yeah.
so, I mean, the first day of June, I think we went in from, like, May 31st. I streamed late, May 31st to June, right when it hit June, I was like, "I want y'all to know, like, you are 100% valid in your identities, and there are a lot of people outside in this world that they know zero information about you except for the fact that you're a queer individual or that you're black or anything like that. And they hate you for it. But I want you to know, like, you are not alone. And we are literally going to fight these bigots together. And whether it's just this community or multiple communities working together, like we will cause a change in the world and how people see like us in general.
Exactly. And I'm tired of having that conversation, but we
Yeah.
have to keep having that conversation. More and more people
Yeah.
enter this industry just like willy nilly. I don't need to care about these things. No, you need to,
Yeah.
especially if you are anywhere near my space.
Yeah.
If you follow me, I think you care about me as a Black individual.
Yeah.
Unfollow me if you don't. Why follow me? Because if you
Mm.
don't care and you're just absorbing my content to just absorb it and not care about the person who I truly am behind the content, go away. I don't need you
Oh,
here.
be careful because you might be seen as a problem or a villain, which that's the whole thing. That's why I think not to go on like a off spiel, but I think the idea of a villain, the idea of a problem is changing now because it's someone who is confident within themselves and speaking up for themselves and their identity because they're tired of being put on the back burner and constantly putting energy towards everyone else. So I'm just like, be the problem. Speak up for what you believe in. Speak up for yourself. Be if that makes
Exactly.
you a villain, then be the hottest villain out there, you know?
Yes.
That's what I believe in.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Blizz, you are amazing and you're so intelligent, entertaining, all the adjectives,
Thank
okay?
you.
I absolutely adore you even more than I already did. So, and I didn't think that was possible, but I guess it is. Bestie.
Ah, bestie.
And do you plan on fundraising soon for any organizations or for Pride Month at all?
Yeah, so I think I'm honestly planning on keeping it consistent because I've been doing a lot of stuff with Outright Action International before it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to continue raising for Outright Action International, and seeing if I can replicate what I did last year of having someone come in and you know hang out with us, play some Jackbox, maybe some trivia stuff. If not, then just having a community night where we do like a game for change or something like that, where just we
Yeah.
hang out and get to know each other and cause a difference in this world.
Amazing. I am super excited for that, and I'll be keeping an eye out for it. And we will uplift and elevate in any way we can as
Yes.
Tiltify and, of course, myself as your
Yes.
friend. So, and everybody that's listening, do it, do the things, elevate Blizz and everything they're doing. So,
Also use Tiltify
no,
because they're amazing. And literally,
yes.
like, I'm not joking, they've made my streaming life easy when it comes to doing charity streams, so
Well, that's what we like to hear because we don't want you to stress about anything. We want it to be
yeah.
easy. We want you to just sign up, choose your fundraiser, and get to work.
Yep.
So, thank you for saying that, Blaze. That's what we aim for. So, if we don't hear that it's easy, we have some work to do. So,
Yeah, yeah,
thank you. Thank you. And for our community, so they can elevate and uplift your voice, where can
yeah.
they find you on socials?
You can find me on all socials, but I'll say Twitch under Blizzb3ar with a 3 instead of an E. You can also do that on TikTok or on Twitter. I tend to be a menace on Twitter, so I'm giving you a warning now. But actually, I'm a menace on all social media now that I think about it.
I was about
So
to say that.
good luck out there. But you can find me in those spaces.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Blaze, for chatting with me today. I had so much fun getting to know you a little bit more and knowing that you've only streamed for 2 years, being
It's
as
so
successful as
wild.
you are.
It is so
That's
wild.
insane. Insane. I'm so proud
When
of
I
you.
tell people that, they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "I know. I'm also processing what you are processing right now."
I'm so proud of you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for sharing your story with us today, too. And
Yeah.
we appreciate you being in our community. And thank you so much, everybody, for listening and watching. We'll have all of Blizzb3ar's links down below. So make sure you go follow him. And we will see you next week with our next community spotlight for Pride Month. And of
Let's
course,
go.
we still highlight queer creators outside of Pride Month. So,
Oh, yeah, y'all do. I've seen
yes,
y'all.
we do.
I've seen y'all.
Exactly. Thank you, everybody, for watching. See you later. Bye.